Hello? Oh, there I am. Hi, my name is Amaya Garcia Costas, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Biology. Today, I'm going to tell you about our phage hunting project. But first, hey, what's a phage? A phage is simply a virus that attacks bacteria. Here's a picture. There is a bacterial cell, and there is a bacteriophage, or phage for short. Here's a phage inserting its genetic material, its DNA, inside of a bacterial cell. The bacterial cell has no choice now but to make lots and lots of phage until it bursts open and releases all of those phage into the environment, and it's destroyed in the process. Whoa, that's a lot of phage. Yes, and we're just learning that there are a lot of phage. We estimate that there are 10 to the 31 phage on the planet. That's 100 times more than stars in the sky. Whoa, that's a lot of phage. What's exciting is that phage can be used to save lives. Here is a superbug. A superbug is a bacterium that can cause a disease, but it cannot be killed by any of the antibiotics that we have. It is an infection that cannot be cured. The superbugs are causing more and more illnesses and more deaths in this country and worldwide. And here are two people who had infections by superbugs and were saved by phage. Here is Thomas. He had a superbug infection while traveling overseas, was in a coma, and was saved when he was treated with a phage cocktail. Here is Isabel. She's a teenager in London. She has cystic fibrosis, which means that her lungs are prone to infection. She had an infection as a superbug in her lungs that could not be treated, was on her deathbed, and was saved from death from a cocktail of phage. You can go to these videos and learn more about their fascinating stories. So what's phage hunting about? Phage hunting is part of a program called Sea Phages. Now, C has nothing to do with the ocean. It stands for Science Education Alliance, and it is an alliance between the Howard Hughes Medical Institute with the University of Pittsburgh, and here are their team, collaborating with schools from all over the country, including Purdue University, Illinois Wesleyan, Gonzaga University, CU Boulder, and over 150 other schools, including, you guessed it, Colorado State University, Pueblo. This last summer, I went to the Howard Hughes Medical Institute campus and learned how to go phage hunting. There I am, getting some samples from a soil from a nearby creek. I took those samples, that dirt to the lab, and I was able to get phage. Here they are. You can see them. This is an agar plate, that little creamy looking thing. Those are bacteria that are happily growing and dividing. And those clear spots are, well, areas where bacteria are not happily growing and dividing. In fact, they're being destroyed by phage, and that's why it's clear. I was able to take some of those spots, purify the phage, get their DNA out, take a picture with the electron microscope, and just have a lot of fun. I brought those skills to CSU Pueblo, and now I have a classroom with students who are doing phage hunting. The ones in this picture are first-year students that have never done research before. This is the first thing they're doing when they come to CSU Pueblo. It is very exciting. They've gone, and we have more students that are second-year students as well. But these students, they all have gone and gotten soil samples. They've extracted the phage, and look, they've all been able to find phage. Here are some students' plates where you can see the bacteria happily growing in some spots, and here they are where they're being destroyed by phage. They're going to purify some of those spots. They're going to extract the DNA. They're going to take pictures with an electron microscope, and they're going to sequence the genome. And some of them are going to be able to publish their findings at the end of the course. Pretty exciting. New programs cost money, and this is where you can join our hunt. You could be our hunting scout and help us raise hundreds of dollars so that we can buy supplies for the lab and make sure that we can keep on that we can afford to offer it. New labs require new supplies that we don't already have readily in the lab. You could be our hunting buddy and help us raise thousands of dollars so we can buy microcentrifuge. Currently, the microbiology lab has 0. So it would be great to have 1, 2, or even 3 for both the Sea Phages lab and for the microbiology students. You could be our hunting best friend forever and help us with our micropipetters. Currently, we have a menagerie of micropipetters. Some of them don't work, and some of them are borrowed by other labs, and then we can't find them. It would be great to have sets that stay in the microbiology lab and that we can always keep track of. Every set is $1,000, and it would be great to have 3, 6, or even 12. And finally, you could be our hunting guide and help us raise money for an incubator. We have one that we share with 5 other teaching labs and including other research labs. It would be great to have 2 so we don't have to fight for which temperature we're going to set the incubator at to grow our organisms. As I mentioned, students are very excited about phage hunting. They tell me this is their favorite class and that they're telling all their relatives and all their friends about it. And some of them were even willing to make a statement.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I'm a second-year student. I really enjoy this class because it teaches a lot about the bacteria and phages, but also I think this class is great because it goes better with my future profession.
Hi, my name is Vincent Siffring, and I'm part of the Phages research over here, and it's one of the best researches I've been involved with at this school. The research we're doing actually has the potential of one day maybe even saving thousands, if not millions of lives, and it's really good research and definitely fills in the microbiology portion of our curriculum, so any help would be absolutely awesome.
What Vin is referring to about saving lives is the fact that one of the phages that saved Isabella's life came from this program. It was isolated by a student in one of the schools.
Hello, okay, my name is Musa Jawara. I'm chair of the biology department. Oh boy, I just wanted to make the point that the phage is unbelievably exciting. I've never seen students so happy in a lab.
And that was my always supportive chair.
Thanks for watching, and thank you for joining us in this adventure. It really is as exciting as it sounds. Thank you so much for your support.